ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be another round 2 for today of our Battleship Brawlers matches. In the left-hand corner, we're going to have Brickmaster 8K with 4 different ships, all base game, I believe, because he doesn't have a whole lot of ships built yet. Mothership over here with the deck cannon / missile cruiser. I like it. We've got Blaze 580. He's back, ladies and gentlemen, as well as me. He's got a missile cruiser. Looks fun. Oh, okay. This is interesting. It's just it's a hyper jump. Wait, does this have hyper jump things? It does. I'm interested to see how that's gonna play out. I wonder if you can do it in PvP. I haven't tested that yet. This is an interesting ship by Tapeable here. Just a whole bunch of these point defense things. They're all just immediately firing, using up all of the power in the capacitors. Not super ideal. Not super ideal at all. Siphoned over here, bringing in a small deck cannon ship. Lunastro bringing in a big ion laser thing. He's got some very interesting prongs on the front there. A lot of armor. Nice paint job. I like it. Oh, hey, this is a drone. Look at that. Is that a DJI? DJI? Yeah, that is definitely a DJI drone. Style points on that one. That's getting a solid 9. I like it. No paint. Actually, there's no paint job. There are lights, though. It's getting a 7. 7 out of 10. Oh, shoot, there's combat. Hold on. Siphonst has sent his smaller ship in. Say that 10 times fast. Yeah, he's blowing up. It's getting blown up, I mean, by Brickmaster here. A lot of cannons. Alright, it looks like Mothership is starting to launch missiles at Tapeable here. Yeah, he's going to try to take him out. Lunastro coming to Tapeable's defense as if he needed it. He's got so much point defense, it's not even funny. Anybody else in combat? Not quite yet, just the remains over here. Lunastro meeting up with Mothership, who doesn't seem to care. Yeah, no, he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna run away. Just gonna run straight past you. Yeah, he does manage to land a shot there on a few. Oh yeah, fair bit of the ship. You would think all that point defense would stop. Oh yeah, no, there we go. It stopped all the bullets. I think focusing on the point defense ship, not ideal. Not very smart. Yeah, there we go. He loses his cockpits, and bam, he has no control over his ship any longer. That is very unfortunate. This point defense ship, you know, I was railing on it earlier, but it's putting some work in. It is definitely putting some work in. Lunastro definitely could change targets. I think he might be trying to get him off the prongs here. Oh man, Brickmaster using his shields as best he can. It's really hard to tell what level those shields are at. Oh, some of them are actually going down. Interesting. Yeah, let's watch this. I really want to see if the point defense can, just the sheer volume of point defense can start blowing this ship to pieces. Yeah, all the shields are gone. It's happening. I'm gonna flip around this way. Oh, the shields are coming back on though. Yeah, the point defense just doesn't seem to deal enough damage. Oh, he says, as the ship starts exploding. Oh, yep, he's targeting the point defense now. Hold on, let's see what's going on out here. It looks like Lunastro's just having a field day. Oh yeah. Now he's tearing stuff up. Alright, let's go back to the point defense. Oh, yep. Definitely getting chewed on. Oh, no, there's the cockpit. Don't expose your cockpit. He turns around, though. Yeah, tries to deal with some nukes that were coming in. I don't know if he got hit. It doesn't look like he did. He might have taken some damage on the side there. Very hard to tell. But yeah, nukes, no match for point defense. Let it be known, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I can't just spend all game watching these guys. Let's go check out what's going on up here. Oh, yeah, right in time for the big explosion. I hope that is what you're here for, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that gets you your fix. Yeah, he's slowly tearing him to pieces. It looks like Brickmaster's ship there is gone. Oh, Blaze. Oh, yeah, he's been in combat this whole time. He's just shooting missiles. Unfortunately, this is a point defense ship, so shooting missiles may not be the move. May not be the move. Where was that other ship he was attacking? It's still going. It took, a bit of a... Oh, he jumped his ship. Where'd it go? I saw it jump. What? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, it just takes time, I guess, to jump. That's kind of cool. So he got away from the point defense, which I guess is a very good thing. Brickmaster currently stuck in the prongs of this ship. Yeah, currently very stuck in the prongs of this ship. Lunastro is taking full advantage. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna come help you out. Yeah, and they're gonna gang up on him, tear him to pieces. Not able to launch any nukes because there's so much point defense and getting slowly torn apart by the ion beams. There he goes. Brickmaster's other ship down for the count. All right, Brickmaster has this ship left. Who else is left for Team 1? Blaze? Blaze is still around, that's for sure. Yeah, he's got his small beacon ship. He's got a lot of hyperdrive material. Forget what it's called. Hyperium. There we go. Words are hard, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. I ran that poll on YouTube a while ago to see if you guys wanted 10-minute or 5-minute timers. We're going to run this one as a 10-minute timer. I think next game we will try to do a 5-minute timer, and I'll just kind of like flip-flop in between 5 and 10 if I remember to do so. You guys know how forgetful I am, so we'll see. Brickmaster. Yeah, losing his last ship here, I believe. Oh, it's just barely hanging on. Actually, no, it's not hanging on. There's no command deck. All right, that ship is down for the count. All of Team 2's ships are here, just kind of hanging out, waiting for stuff to happen, it seems. They're definitely going to have to go engage Blaze at some point. Oh, this cockpit ran out of juice. That's interesting. I don't know if that's by design or what this is. But yeah, just one massive missile boat getting ready to take these guys on. He's got 5 minutes to make a play. I wonder if Team 2, what they're gonna do, what their plan is. Yeah, they're just gonna sit there in the center. No, okay, they're moving, I think. Yeah, I don't think it's by design that Blaze is hanging out over here. I say that as he comes to a halt. There we go. Team 2 barreling down upon Blaze. Tapeable has split his ship into multiple pieces. Looks like to try and go take out as much as he can. I would definitely bring your entire point defense ship over. That's a lot of missiles. Not bringing enough point defense could definitely be a problem. You might want to use the hyperdrives. Oh, he did. He definitely used the hyperdrives. Let's see where he comes in at. I mean, he's going to come in over here. Oh, it's right here. Look at that. That's really cool. That's a super cool mechanic. I didn't really think that update was going to be that major. But yeah, that's pretty cool. because you weren't able to do this in PvP beforehand. I'm actually really excited to see what people come up with. That could be a game changer on so many levels. That's very exciting. Good job, Walt. I'm liking these additions, man. Like, I opened up the patch notes and I was like, oh, whatever. Like, you can jump to other ships. So, like, who cares? Didn't realize you could do it in-game in PvP. This is awesome. All right, it looks like they're going to try to cut him off. Blaze has repositioned his jump stick, as he calls it. Looks like he's going to try to get closer. I wonder if the hyperdrives are spinning up. Ooh, they don't appear to be. That could be a mistake, because the ions are very close indeed. All right, he's launching a bunch of missiles. Oh, but here comes the ion beam. It's starting to cut through, but it doesn't matter. He's jumped. Where's he jumped to? I noticed I could see it. There we go. Oh, he's right next to the drone. All right, as soon as he reloads the missiles. Yeah, there we go. The missiles are away. He might be able to take out this drone of siphonists over here. Yeah, there we go. The dramatic music is perfect for the occasion. Definitely think the jump stick could move maybe somewhere else. Oh, there seems to be a manning issue. Oh no, the cockpit's gone. Uh-oh, this is going to be Blaze's last stand. He's got to, yeah, play King of the Hill with the center here. Let's go ahead and keep zoomed in. It looks like he's destroying the rotor protector portion of this drone. Oh, he manages to disconnect this small piece. The ion laser is on and working. Yeah, here they come. Did I leave friendly fire on? It appears not. All right, Team 2 barreling down on Blaze. They're here. I don't think it's looking good for Blaze. There's a lot of point defense. You know, maybe if there weren't so much point defense. Well, it's still not a very mobile ship. It would be very difficult. I think his mobility was definitely all hinging on that jump stick staying alive, which it did for the most part. All right, yeah, that ion beam is just cutting down the center. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to see what kind of crazy contraptions you can come up with these jump sticks. You're all allowed 5 ships in Battleship Brawlers. You know this. I want to see what crazy shenanigans can happen. Oh, I wonder if you could jump to your teammates. Hyper jump relays. That would be interesting. This requires further analysis. It's taken quite a while for them to get through. There we go. The ion beam is finally trained on the reactor, and I think, yeah, that's going to spell doom for Blaze here. We'll sit here and watch these last... Oh, never mind. These couple final moments. Thought it was about to explode, but... looks like we're attacking from a different angle now. Oh, one cockpit down. Can no longer control the ship, and the back half of the ship is now gone. GG's. Team 2 taking the win. Oh, it's not quite over yet. Wonder if that's because Blaze's ship is still running, unless somebody's ship... Oh, yeah. Okay. Right over here, there's a cockpit. It got shaved off and left behind. Interesting. All right, Team 2 taking the win, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I've got another domination match for you today. In the right-hand corner, we have Tapeable, and in the left-hand corner, we have James 08. We're on a standard map today. It's a little bit smaller. It's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 control points, and it looks like Tapeable is already off to the races with a deck cannon ship. Over here in the left-hand corner, it looks like Z James bringing in a missile boat. I don't think he's been on the channel before. I could be wrong, but I don't remember him. Got some more missile boats over here by Tapeable, as well as a railgun ship. Yeah, it looks like Tapeable coming straight for this point. It's going to go ahead and try to take it. Ooh. Oh, that was some perfectly aimed shots. Taking out one of James's ships right off the bat. He's getting up nice and close to this missile ship, trying to deal some damage before he takes too much missile fire. There's a lot of missiles in the air. Good heavens. He's going straight for the cockpits. Ooh, takes out one of the reactors. Ooh, Tapeable's ship is down. It is still firing, though. Man, that's a lot of missiles. Yeah, that is a lot of missiles. All right. Yeah, the missile ship is safe for the time being. Yeah, it appears that Tapeable is going to go ahead and try and keep his points nice and safe. Meanwhile, James is taking the alpha point, the one that could be controlled by either player. It's making sure that this is completely evaporated before he moves on. Is that a cockpit there? I guess it is, yeah. No, it's still technically a ship. Wild. Oh, here we go. I'm missing stuff. Looks like he's got an ion kite. Trying to lead this around. I think it has some shielding, or it had some shielding. But it's now in range of a missile boat. And there's missiles in the air. Ooh. Okay, hasn't dealt any significant damage yet. But the kite is getting backed up. Oh, it doesn't matter. Been evaporated. Another smaller ship coming in to try and take out this missile boat. Ooh, it's bumped off target. But I think most of the missiles are going to fly into that asteroid. Yeah, they're not going to quite make it around. Made it around back here, and he's trying to deal some damage before all the missiles catch up with him. But he hasn't managed to do it, and there we go. He gets vaporized. Yeah, I think Tapeable should definitely try to take the alpha point. That is for sure. Uh-oh. This on fire? Yeah, there's a little bit of fire. Nothing too crazy. It might separate. No, it won't. Ooh. Oh, there are some missile launches. There's a smaller ship coming in. Tapeable is going to try to take this delta point, potentially. I don't think it's going to happen, though. There's a lot of missiles headed his way. Yeah. Here he goes. Oh. Hey, the bigger ship is here to kind of try and save it. And it is still technically functional. And it does have... Oh, never mind. Yeah, pretty much all she wrote for that ship. Slight stalemate as we wait for more money to come in, it appears. Might have to up the amount of money that comes in from these points. Looks like Tapeable is going to go ahead and make a move forward. He's feeling pretty confident. Yeah, he's got his railgun in range of the missile ship, which is not good for James over here. It's going to start taking significant amounts of damage. Uh-oh. Oh, he's got his ship over here to try and move the missile ship around. It doesn't have any thrusters anymore. It is still technically a ship and pilotable, but yeah, it does not have a form of mobility. He's using another ship to move it around. That's pretty funny. Ooh. Yeah, the railgun ship is definitely worth its weight in gold, taking out a lot of the smaller ships before they can even get close. And yeah, dealing a lot of damage to the missile ship, significantly reducing its damage capability. Missile ships are in combat over here. Oh yeah, he's trying to back up, it seems. Maybe avoid some of the missile damage. Oh, another missile ship. Coming in a bit closer. I wonder how ammo's looking over here. Oh, he's got tons of ammo. Should be fine. Yeah, it looks like Tapeable's gonna go ahead and try to get his ships into the zone. James trying to head him off at the pass with a deck cannon ship. Uh-oh, there's a nuke though. Ooh. Nothing too crazy yet. There we go. James has managed to take out one of Tapeable's missile ships. I think it will still launch missiles for now. Ooh. Tapeable's other missile ship managing to take the Delta point and take out one of James' deck cannon fighters here. Not ideal. Yeah, I think James needs to retarget his missiles for that one. He cannot lose that point. He definitely needs it. Smaller deck cannon ship coming in. Man, he's got a whole bunch of different kinds of ships. There we go. He's contesting the point. Uh-oh, leaving his rear open to the deck cannon ship. He didn't quite finish it off. Oh, and that will be the death of him. The power is now out. I guess these don't really need power, do they? They can just keep launching. But it is not considered to be a ship any longer. Uh-oh, his missile ship's going to block the rail from fanning. Which is going to give James a little bit more time to launch some missiles from his, stationary ship at this point. Let's turn this way. This battle seems like it needs to be seen from this angle. There's a lot going on. Tapeable. I think he's gonna go into James's, oh no, he's just gonna hang out outside and spawn camp. Tapeable managing to take one of James's points here. That is not good. The chokehold is, coming into play. Down here in the bottom, Tapeable is also taking the alpha point. There's about 2 minutes left in this match. And every time a ship spawns in James's area, it gets immediately destroyed. Yeah, he's got a lot of missiles he can launch, that's for sure. But I don't know if it's going to help him at this point. Yeah, he needs to be able to get some ships out of his spawn area, but he can't any longer. I'm broke, just like real life. I feel that. I feel that. Whole bunch of missiles. Yeah, it looks like Tapeable is in control of all points. Or at least he soon will be. Which I think will spell victory. I think once you control all points in a domination match, you win. He did spawn a ship. It immediately got destroyed. Tapeable takes the last point, claiming victory in this domination match over James.